times we started NFP late and it turned out pretty good. So let's see what we missed. Okay, so this was the NFP, British pound broke out in a downward direction. I believe it probably spiked up and then came down to the downside. Promptly after that, I had a reversal. In the next 5 minutes, it basically tried to counter this movement that it was setting. Trying to get some charts on this. Not too good at this platform, but I was waiting for my MT4 to be showing live charts. So let's use TradingView for now. So I unfortunately wouldn't be able to draw lines like I usually do to illustrate to you, but you can just look at the price action and you can trade based on that. But what I can see is that this NFP for British pound wasn't very significant. I think it's because of the Epiphany, most probably the reason. So that's why it's a very one-sided non-farm payroll. Okay, let's go to an M5 chart and see how this one would be looking like. All right. Yeah, it's right about now. Let's do a 20-minute put on pound USD JPY. 20 minutes on USD JPY. 20 minutes. Let's do 20 past. So that's my entry. Just about this level. Okay. This horizontal line marks my entry. Not too good at using this, as you can see. And the setup. Well, I look at the M1. M1 looks like total garbage to me. M1 is probably, if you want to ride it for a trend breakout, yes. But if you want to do it for reversals, no way. So looking at the 20 minutes, okay, I'm counting for the breakout. We have like 1, 2, 3 bars. Actually, we could take it for 15 minutes. Not necessarily 20. I think the 10, 15. I mean, the 15 past the hour would have worked as well. I took it for 20, so that's fine. Looking at the M1 chart, I wouldn't have done any. I would have done any of this as M1 trading unless I'm doing breakouts. For reversals, it's just really, really bad condition. I wouldn't consider doing any kind of reversal trading on M1 chart. M5, definitely. So this is the entry. Depending on what you got, can be 6-4-ish, it can be 6-1-ish, 6-0-ish, but that's all fine. Okay, that's all fine, no big deal. Okay, so this one's off to the races. The next one I'm going to check is Euro USD. Okay, I'm just imagining an equidistant range. Not quite there yet. Let's try the M1. M1 is garbage. I wouldn't trade it. Yeah, actually, I would say that we didn't miss anything at all. Uh, half an hour call. Half an hour call on your USD if you want to. Half an hour call. I think it's just about ready. Yeah, I'm going to put one in for half an hour call on your USD. Take it for half past. So today, because it's the non-farm payrolls, the price movements will be a bit bigger. So for that reason, even if your price is a little bit off, don't worry too much. Um, as you can see, from the point where it broke out, it has been a drop of about here to here. Let's say that's about 50 pips. So we have time. Try to put some lines in. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. The spot. If you guys find that your trading execution is slow, sometimes it's the brokers, sometimes it's the number of people that are on the platform. If you feel that you're being gamed by the platform, then you want to just cut back on your trading. So this one is so far so good. A rescan server. This one's going to be in limbo for a while. By the way, Euro USD and the USD JPY kind of go in opposites. So when this one goes up for us, then this one's going to go down. I just hope that the USD JPY does some significant movement because it is flatlining right now. Yeah, there we go. But it has to get outside of this range. Okay, right now that's what we're getting. It's kind of like stuck. Worst case scenario, that is drawing manually. I'm gonna draw a midline as well. Yeah, that should be okay. So any close beneath here, that's what we want. See our trades go into the green. Yeah, like that. I've just uploaded yesterday's webinar. You check out the description. So I'll say the stop on your head. We're 5-0 up. Then just because we achieved that much too quick into the session, the market got very flat. Yet I persisted, just trying to satisfy the people who've been around and those people who came in late, and we ended up giving back the gains. So today, just want to be very objective about the trading. That we're trading to make profits. So if we can win these two, it's not bad at all. And I consider this movement for NFT quite crappy. So I think if we can get something out of this by a huge margin, that would be a victory in itself. Okay, Adrian. So the reason why I take the long expiry is because I was saying that on the M1, the price movement is very what do you call that? Insignificant and very stale. Okay, it's just moving within a price channel. I didn't draw these channel lines too well, but as you can see, it's fairly stagnant movement, not good movement at all. But now there's actually outside of this channel that's making it better. It's going to be really hard to win on a M1, so we move up to the M5. Yeah, I'd like to do that, but let me figure out how to even put a feeble on this one. It should be somewhere here. I've done it before. Where is it? Because I don't use this all the time. I only use it as a spare backup. Fox? Cool. Alright, let's go to M5. So, a couple ways of drawing this. I think one way of doing it would be to stretch it backward this way. I could draw on this swing. I could also draw it, remove the second one. Then I'm going to switch back to the pointer. To draw it this way, which is neither here nor there. So I think this one's probably a bit more valid. Draw this, yeah, on this one. That would be probably the best one. That. And the most recent swing, that's 261. Precise. So exactly at this line, that's where we take the entry, and it's taking off. So far, so good. It's breaking out of the equidistant triangle. Once again, when my MT4 charts resume, I'll show it to you. Because I'm very familiar with MT4, but not so familiar with this. Currently 10 pips plus for EU and 10 pips, 10 pips for USD JPY. Not bad. Actually, a good one that I usually like to trade in NFP as well is the USD Canadian. Let's see what that one's doing. Oh yeah, this would have been a nice one too to trade. 1.8 to, wow, huge movement. 90 pips. And this one, we'll draw it based on the previous movement. Like, that's too small to be significant. I'm going to change it to M1. Probably can find a smaller movement to base this on. No, actually, there's not any. So I have to stretch that to here. Back. Nah, nothing meaningful in USD Canadian. Once again, we usually do this on MT4, but there's some issue with mine right now. It could be NFP price feed that's making that happen. So anyways, I think we picked the right ones with the ones that we took. Really nice movements. A couple of other good ones as well. Like, check out Euro Pound. Nothing much tradable on M1 that we can see. So I'm going to go up to M5. So. Yeah, that could work. That would be a nice one as well. Perhaps this setup. Yeah. And gold. Let's try gold. Oh wow. Yeah, gold is real clean cut. So if we had an opportunity back then when we taken those trades, I would have suggested to go as well. Just curious on the overall prices. Oh shit. Gold's real cheap right now. But it was even cheaper a while ago. 2 weeks back. So for those of you getting married in countries where you have to pay gold as a dowry, it's a good time to buy gold before it goes up. Okay, but it might just dive lower, you know. Alright, I'll be really curious to see if this one's just a bounce off a line and then it's gonna go down to here. It could potentially test 1100. If it doesn't break above, it could go to the bottom. No, the bands is way too narrow to even warrant a 1 hour call. And we already missed the move, so there's no point. Bad positioning? Okay, timing does not make up for bad positioning. Okay, let's check out our positions. Worst case scenario, we'll sell early, but we'll see how they're doing right now. Okay, what I'm going to do now on this one, so I'm going to do a Fibo from top to bottom. I was just thinking about Apple's Enzo. 11.1 is somewhere around here. Okay, our next safety resistance is 11.1. So for that matter, this one is still, as long as it holds up above this moving average, we're fine. And most importantly, it needs to be outside it needs to be outside of here. It needs to stay outside there. But before that, we have another band line right there. As long as you stay outside of that, it's fine. USC JPY. This one is a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, this one's not making me feel good at all. To think that they're reversing on 23.6, it's quite weak. Kind of reminds me of yesterday's price action, the one that we experienced on M1. Okay, for me, I got 5 minutes more to go on the UJ. I wish I took it for 10.50 and then it would end my concerns right now. I think it's a bit too late to sell the trade as well. Good to know that you guys are 10.15 out of the trade. It's kind of flat. I wouldn't even chase it. So if it's gonna bounce within, let's see where I can find a horizontal line too. Oh, there you go. Cool. Okay. So if it kind of like bounces a couple of times within this area, it's probably going to break up to the upside. Speaking of it right now, it's doing that. It sucks. But yeah, I mean, if it fails to come down, it's usually going to go up. That's what I know from experience. So what I will do is that if it breaks to the upside, I'm just going to follow it with some like 5-minute calls, I guess. I really think it's because of the Epiphany today that the market is kind of crappy, the movements. Hey Malik, if you first joined, we are in 2 trades right now. They're kind of like, actually 1 trade exited for some people who took it for 10.15. I took it for 10.20, and then my position is kind of like probably in the red right now. Yeah, it is in the red right now. Oh, interesting. That came back down. Honestly, market today not too good. I'm not gonna put too many trades on this one. Yeah, it's like fluctuating in and out of the profit zone. It really sucks. It's probably holiday, that's why. So once we get out of these ones, we're calling it. All right. Whether you get 1, or 2 out of 2, that's not bad. So given the conditions, I think it's better to stop when I hit. Or let's say a break even. M1 is garbage. It's not tradable. It's worse than yesterday. Especially for a high news day, this is surprisingly bad. Anyway, after yesterday's webinar, I'm looking to increase my winning percentage. And as long as I'm ahead, I'm just going to stop. Whether I achieve the target in 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Yeah, I think this one's going to get it. Going to be really close. Hold. Yeah. That's it. Okay, really, really close. 5 pips, 4 pips win. The last bit, perhaps. Too close for comfort. Yeah. There we go on the UJ. Just 10 minutes more for the EU trade. Let's check that out. What I will do is I will watch the part is consolidating. Okay, it seems to be holding very well above this line. Okay, it's holding above quite well above this line. But the moment it breaks it, if I still have time, I'm just going to sell the other trade. Even if it's just a small profit, I'll sell it. What's the payout you get? 152, not bad. If I were you, I'd just cut risk and sell it right now. And I'll go to switch to the M1 and see how it looks like. M1, okay. So my new baseline would be a little bit lower. Shift it to here. Okay. This is my safety net 475. And anything above 552 is great. You gotta watch this real close because at any moment it can break out of the zone. And once it breaks out here, we're just gonna sell it. Okay. Okay. Right now it's actually going a really bad selling price, but I would sell it even if I lose a little. Yeah, let's see. And just give it a minute more to see if it bounces back in the range. But right now it's moving lower and lower. See, if you really want to, you can see if it comes back in the range. But otherwise, you just want to sell it right here. And see if it comes back in. If it comes back in, we're safe. If it goes further down, then screw it. This is a crucial minute, and it has this minute to come back inside the range. On the value chart is oversold. Stochastic is kind of showing some good signs. Okay, the CCI, it may just get back inside here, but the problem is that the volume of the market is really low, so anything can happen. Okay, we now have another support line right here, just beneath this low. I'm running out of time to sell the trade. Okay, it's a bit better now. For non-farm payroll standards, this is horrible. We usually win by a lot, and this one was a lot in the money. So earlier, Shit! I missed the window to sell it. Hope I don't get a bad surprise. I missed the window to sell the damn trade, damn it. So it looks like I'm going to get a 1-1. Still in the money though, but barely. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, broke above this one. The next support is going to be here. I'm optimistic. Don't worry, if you won the UJ and you sold this one for about break even, you're still okay. But now you see what I mean, right? Let's say if some of you have a payout of 50%, by all means sell it. There's no reason to keep it. Right now here, agonizing for 3 minutes. If I place a smaller trade, this could be quite recreational. But then again, I'm the kind of guy that I hate losing money. So I think if I was eating, I'll get indigestion just watching this. Let's check the charts of that. Oh yes, they are. Nope, no more trades today. Oh shit, it's testing that level. Crap. All this waiting and it might lose. Sucks. Yeah, I don't plan to chase it. Because the market is as bad as it can be today. On an NFP day, this is like the worst NFP ever in terms of market conditions. I mean, this one, chart scroll, I prefer to use this one like that. I don't like chart scroll, it's very irritating when I scroll back. Just use this one, chart shift. Nope, not gonna make it, not gonna make it. Yes, tragic end. It's a long weekend syndrome, okay? Long weekend syndrome, that's why it's doing funny stuff. Wow. I'm glad we're out of UJ. Market looks really crap. Let's just stop here. Okay, you guys better not continue, okay? You guys better not continue because you're gonna get burned. One is tragic but not bad. And if you guys sold for like a one and a tie. Yeah, so let's stop here.